Peace, peace, soul tribe. Yours truly, Ivory. Ivory Soul's Journey. Give me 1 second here. Share with a couple of platforms. Hope everybody having a wonderful day. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's see what's going on with your soul tribe. Give everybody a couple minutes to come in, those that are available. See what's going on. What's up, Kev? See what's going on with your tribe. See what's up with y'all this evening. Y'all a couple minutes here before I get into the discussion. Everybody's having a wonderful weekend. It's time to get ready to go back to the grind mode for a lot of people. Let's have a conversation here. Let's have a conversation. What's up, Shamika? Andrea? What's up, Andrea? Chandra, what's up? What's up? What's up? Everybody doing all right? I see you, bro. Kev. Y'all come right on in. Come right on in. And we're going to have us a discussion here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome, welcome, new people, new viewers. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I say something that interests you. K. Elam. What's good with you? Doing all right, doing all right. That's right. Hit the like button, y'all. Headed into this here North Node and South Node, changing houses. Things are moving towards the future. People are moving towards the future. We're going to do a video on that on tomorrow. A North Node, Destiny. North Carolina in the house. Man, you beat me. Beat me. How you beat me? See? East Texas in the building. Let me give y'all a couple more minutes here while y'all loading in here. Y'all come right on in, come right on in, come right on in. Shawanda, what's up? South Carolina in the building. Beefy, what's up, Beefy? Doing all right? That's good, that's good. Chi-Town in the house. We about to hit the four corners. We about to hit the four corners of the country early on. Don't take but a few. Don't take but a few. It's the Hangout. June 16th. Let's have this here conversation. Let's have this conversation. Shawan, we miss you too. But that means that you're doing good. That's good. That's good. That's good. The evolution, failed relationships, power, self. Louisiana in the building. What's up, Pamela? Evolution from failed relationships. You know, I could, as a certified marital counselor and a crisis counselor, substance abuse counselor, I could probably get on this subject and stay for a while. But I'm just going to touch on a few things here. So that's what we're going to do here this evening. Evolution from failed relationships. And this is very important because a lot of people come here for a lot of reasons. A lot of people come to, how can I say it, platforms, blogs, right? Podcasts. There's so many tens of thousands worldwide. So that's a beautiful thing. Welcome back, Soul Tribe. This video is for informational purposes only, of course. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If it don't fit, if it don't resonate, don't force it, just let it go. If you don't like what I'm talking about, you don't like me, what have you, I understand. Again, there's tens of thousands more platforms, channels, readers, so on and so forth, that might spark your interest, that might be on your frequency, that might be vibrating according to your vibration or according to your liking. And I never take nothing personal. It's not even business. It's just a matter of sharing, really, as a teacher. If you're interested in a personal energy reading or spiritual coaching session, the information is in the description box of the video. And I really have been enjoying doing the spiritual coaching because as a marital counselor, I haven't counseled marriages in years, not quote unquote as a, having clients in and out of my office that I used to have, or out of my office as a pastor, or even as a business, or even as a crisis center that I once had. But I find it very interesting that tarot can bring me back to that energy or that element. So it's very familiar in a sense that I'm not lost for words, or I'm not really just puzzled about what to say or things of that nature. So I'm comfortable in my element as far as what I'm about to share and talk about. But let me say this here before I get too far. If you're interested in supporting the channel, just put something in the bucket. The Cash App pay information is always there. Queen of Sword in full effect. Simply put, please refrain from using names, locations, negative energy, projections, past situation, traumas, triggers in the live chat. I appreciate that. And for the sake of those who is on a healing path, healing journey, I'm here for them. We're here for each other, so to speak, and those looking forward to a brighter future. That's who I'm here for, and that's the energy that I'm more interested in. I did not start this channel because of tarot. In fact, this channel existed back in 2017, but I didn't use it because it was my son and nephew, and I was helping them out with their music. So they was like, pops, uncle, dad, whatever. It'd be a good idea if you get a YouTube channel. Then that way, since you're working with us, you can um, start sharing some of the music. And then from the Facebook, after I was banned, I think like the second or third time, um, I hopped on YouTube that was already there, the channel. If you go back and look at the history of the channel, you'll see, if I'm not mistaken, it goes all the way back. But I wasn't, but people were coming to the channel, but I really wasn't there. And so for what, couple years, 2, 3 years, I didn't pretty much do anything on YouTube because I never was interested in social media in that respect. However, we all evolve, we all learn, and we all know that, well, not we all, but some of us that are in my position realize that you still can help people regardless. So the channel has never been about the cards. I always try to emphasize that. But having said all of that, one of the things that I feel energetically more than anything is I feel this energy of people hurting. And the reason why I say I feel, not only I feel it, I see it in terms of the comments. I see it in terms of the emails, the countless emails that I get on a daily basis, folks. And it's not just from the Soul Tribe here, but there's 20-some thousand on the Facebook that has Soul's Journeys Network on Facebook. Then you hear from them, and then the personal Facebook page, and then you hear from them. So, and then family, friends, always getting somebody hitting me up. Whether if it's family, hey fam, I got somebody that want to talk to you. They remember when you was a pastor, yada 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 yada, and they want to talk to you. They got some problems, they got some issues. And as a certified marital counselor, I have not been in the, how can I say it? I have not been in that energy of setting it back up as a business. So what I just simply do now is spiritual coaching. And that has been keeping me busy, very, very, very busy here within the past few months. And a lot of times when I'm not here on a regular basis, that's where I'm at. Not to mention my personal business outside of the spiritual coaching, my new commitment in music again, just a whole lot. And then last but not least, more important, is, just making sure that my father or pops is in a good space. So I'm spread it thin. However, regardless of what channel you go to on YouTube per tarot, and you're watching these readers, if you pay attention to first their energy and the space or frequency or vibration that they are coming from, then if you're serious when you come to these various channels, you're going to automatically pick up, if you are intuitive like myself and you're on that healing journey. I'm not healing from no situation. It's been years. by choice. I'm perfectly fine where I am presently in my life. And that's a beautiful, I'm perfectly fine in my space. However, I can't help but realize so many people out here hurting. But as I was stating, you go to these channels, make sure you pay attention, excuse me, to these readers, including myself. All right, as an energy reader. And make sure you pay attention to the tarot readers. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if you follow the comments on these various platforms and channels, you will see that people are just spewing out their pains, their agonies, their traumas, their triggers, their frustrations from people that have hurt them, be it family, friend, or lover, or exes, baby daddy, baby mom, you name it. And as an energy reader and as a quote unquote professional counselor, you can't help but pick up on it. Number one. Number two, these various channels, including this one, you will notice that probably 90% of the time, you're going to be interacting in parts from the cards. You're going to see a lot of past people, runners, people that have ghosted you. You're going to see these people in the reading now, wanting to come back. And one of the main reasons why I don't do past spreads right out of the gate. Well, let's look at the person from the past. See how they feel. I don't give a damn on this channel about how somebody that left you traumatized, ghosted you, used you, manipulated. I am not interested in that energy on this channel. All right. So what I'm saying is, and probably 90% of these readings, whatever channel you go to, the past person is going to show up in the reading. So for me as an energy reader, I don't have to start out a spread dealing with the past person because I know they're going to show up. Okay. Anytime you've dealt with someone in the past, you're not with that person anymore, and they left you feeling some type of way. All right. These are the energies or people that need more healing than you. Case in point, let's say you were in a relationship, marriage, whatever situation, and it started relatively quick. 9 times out of 10, not just that person, but you as well had more healing to do, because the age and the time in which we live now, you got to be not at your best to hop into something new. That simply tells me, that simply tells the universe that you haven't healed from something. Excuse the noise in the background. It's hot here in East Texas. It's damn near 100 degrees at night. But you haven't healed. Give me one more second here. One more second. Give me 1 second here. Let me do something different. Light hit my head. All right. Man, that's even worse. There we go. So you haven't healed. And I know a lot of times people say, I've healed from the past person, the past situation. Now, time does not heal all wounds. If you say, I haven't been with anybody in a few years now, that does not mean that you've completely healed. That just means that you have finally accepted the fact that that situation no longer exists. But there's energy ties. There's cord cutting. There's a lot of things that's still attached to you energetically. All right, that's fine. So, time don't heal wounds, but it takes time to heal. The universe does not calculate time. The universe is not on a time cycle. So just because you're not with someone and you haven't been with them for a while, that does not mean that you have healed over time. For example, let's take this energy of, say, quote unquote, the runner. Right? If a person, and I'm going to do a video on runners and ghosts and ghosters, if you will, if that's such a word. Runners and ghosters. Why do people run? And why do people ghost? And as a certified professional, marital counselor, crisis counselor, I know why they run. And I know why they ghost. And I know why they return. And I know why they eventually chase. No healing. Evolution. Replace time restrictions. Replace time lapse with evolution. Because evolution is saying to us, Ivory, over what we call time. Meaning that evolution supersedes time. So it's safe to say, Ivory, over time, you will evolve energetically from a runner. And I'm not dealing with no runners and chasers and past motherfuckers. If you don't like me using certain words, again, there are tens of thousands of channels you can go. However, Ivory, you've evolved from a runner. And I'm using me because I don't want to say y'all. Ivory, you evolved from a ghost. Ivory, you've evolved from a trickster. Ivory, you evolve. But I'll tell anybody, someone runs from you, ghosts you, betray you, manipulate you, cheat on you. You got to ask this question here first. What frequency, what vibration you were in when you connected? What frequency, what vibration were you embodying, spewing out, sending out to the universe when these situations took place? You can't blame a runner or a ghoster. You can't blame them. And the moment you get out of the blaming somebody else without quote unquote checking yourself, do an energy. That's why I call it energy check. I've been saying energy check before I got on YouTube. I tell anybody, man, my sons, my children, man, look, girl, look, check your energy, check yourself. It's the slick way of saying check yourself. Just check your energy. So that's why I use energy check or energy check-in. Now, healing not only is a process, it's an ongoing process. Evolution is connected to lessons and cycles. Let me say that again. Healing is an ongoing process, and evolution is connected to cycles, lessons. Meaning that, let's say you're still pissed off about the past person. Number one, you haven't healed. Let's say you still trigger when you hear this person's name, or they come up in a conversation, or they even call you if they still have access. If you get on the phone and you arguing with a runner, a ghost, a trickster, a cheater, a manipulator, and when I say manipulation, it's mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. And the spiritually manipulating is what y'all might spell work. All of this fall into that category. Spell work, that can be so vast and so broad because a person can send negative energy with their mouth with using spelling words. Words can be spelled, can be spells. Let me say this again. Words be spells. Why? Because in the English language is spell words. That's why in the beginning of your schooling, you go to school, first damn thing they're going to send you home most cases. Listen to me, y'all. The first thing they're going to send you home in most cases is what? Your spelling words. So your spelling words on Monday, I'm talking about me when I was in school, but a lot of y'all can attest to this here. The year starts out, you in first grade, your teacher sends you home a note to your mama, note to your daddy, that this is your spelling words, whether it's 10 words, 15 words, or 20 words, that you got to memorize by the end of the week, and you're going to have a test. Those are clear-cut ways that people like me and you and others are indoctrinated. Now, so you don't have to go practitioner. You don't have to call up a voodoo priest. You don't have to go to some dark-ass witch in some smoky-ass room somewhere to cast a spell. Motherfuckers is doing that from the crib, from the kitchen table, in the damn bathroom, in their bedroom, in their living room, in the backyard. If I say to someone, I wish your ass never find somebody that make you happy, I'm casting a spell. I wish you lose your damn job, your house, your home, your car. I hope you lose every damn thing. I'm casting a spell. So when I started this channel, I didn't question my guides or spirit. I didn't question them when it came to doing this. But what I did ask is, as my guys, and we all have them, whether you know it or not. But what I did ask was, I don't want to deal with trauma. I don't want to deal with triggers, because that's not what I came here for. That's not what I'm interested in. If I can't, and I'm talking to my guys now, if I can help somebody that wants to be helped, please, spirit, intuitively, let me know who they are. I can get their asses out of here, because I know it's going to be problem. For example, you ever went to school and you heard the phrase that some people can't be taught, or some people are not teachable? And the teacher write a note. Now take this from somebody who's taught in the school system as well. And when you write the note to parent, little Johnny, I'm just gonna say it in my words, not the note, little Johnny just won't fucking listen. Little Johnny, little Mary, they always disrupting the class. But little Johnny, little Mary, parent, has the potential to be the smartest child in my class. There has to be some trauma. There has to be something going on with little Johnny and little Mary, parent. And it stems from the environment that they leave from before they come to my class. I would have that student that I can expel them, send them to the office, stand outside of the classroom, parent-teacher conference, progress reports, you name it. It didn't do no damn good. But what I was good at, the way I would teach those type of children, was I would ask the parent when they come up to the school, sit down and let's just talk. Case in point, when I'm listening to the parent talk, it's like ding, 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 ding. That's the fucking problem. It ain't the child, it's the environment. Because the child is a victim in their own environment. One of the things that I did not allow in parent-teachers conferences and so on and so forth, one thing that I didn't allow was for a parent to curse or scold the child, especially in front of me. But you have so many, if you was to be eavesdropping in people's homes, like the FBI or the NSA or some shit like that, you'll be surprised at how some of these parents talk to these children. Now, why am I saying that, and what does that have to do? Because it's evolution. That's why I say healing is a process, and evolution does not know time. Because there are a lot of children that grew up in that environment and all the way into their adult life, they never ever healed. They never evolved. 33, as I say this, they never did. The abuse, the molestation, the trauma, the verbal abuse, the physical abuse, they never heal. So by the time they became an adult or a teenager and they got in that first relationship, usually sexually. Now, like draws or attract like. So if I'm trauma, if I'm hurting, if I'm in pain, if I'm resentment energy, if I'm in hate energy, if I'm in just discord energy, I'm going to attract that shit in relationships. And you take a child, a young boy, teenager, young girl, teenager, and I don't know about y'all, but my parents say, boy, you mannish. Girl, you fast. My dad and uncles, they say, little pissy tail ass boy, little pissy tail ass girl. You mannish, right? And a lot of times, they've already experienced some trauma, sexual molestation in the home, physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse. So they really can't wait to just get the fuck out of there. Like I say, by any means necessary, I want out of this damn place. I don't want to be here. How many of y'all have ever said this? I have. How many of y'all have ever said this here when you was growing up? I can't wait till I get grown. I can't wait till I get my own place. How many of y'all have said that? Just can't wait till. It was the magic number was 18. I can't wait till I get 18. And the reason being, you had your reasons. Whether you shared it with your parents or not, because most parents are not counselors. They was traumatized. I don't have nothing against a man or a woman that has multiple baby mamas or multiple baby daddies. Because in your adult life, it's still going to show. Meaning that you never heal from the environment that you grew up in. You never evolved from a heart space and a mental space from your environment at home. I tell people, y'all may have heard me say this on this channel. The first lessons, what I call karmics, the first karmics or lessons you will encounter in this human experience and in past human experience is the karmic lessons of growing up at home. Many of us didn't have both parents growing up. Whether that was good or bad, we just didn't have both parents growing up. And I've had women mostly when I had my crisis center, and a counselor, and the initial contact and communication with them, and then they began to talk about their childhood. Boy, the women, how that they were abused. They had no love. Some would say it was always they mama or they daddy. You ain't gonna be shit, boy. You ain't gonna be shit, girl. I be glad when your ass get turned 18. And the most worst of those cases was when a woman would tell me things that, like, I was abused by my mama's boyfriend. I was abused by my daddy. Listen to me, y'all. We're talking about evolution and healing. When a child, boy, goes to that adult figure that they look up to, that they trust in for support, and they tell them, first and foremost, it takes them a little time as a child because they got to dissect this trauma. And they got to figure out a way in their mind, how am I going to tell mama this? Most times they wouldn't tell daddy shit. But how am I going to tell mama this? Mama, your boyfriend Mike touched me. Mama, your boyfriend came in my bedroom last night while you was asleep upstairs. These traumas, folks, is the reason why there's so many failed relationships and people have never evolved. Because the first relationship that they never healed from, evolved from, was not a lover. It was their parents. It was their siblings. And because of this, they enter into these relationships as teenagers and young adults. And I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't stop. If they never healed, if they never evolved over time, because evolution rules and supersedes time. There are men, grown men, and there are grown women that still, the mind is a database. The brain is a database. And they still have stored in their mental capacity hurt, abuse, neglect, trauma, torture in some cases from the past. Dealing with family relationships and karma at home. You got men and women that they'll say things in counseling sessions at a crisis center like mine. Or even if they're in relationships. I've never been loved right, Ivory. I don't know how to love. That takes someone that has really got in contact with themselves and they have identified the problem, but they don't have solutions. So, all of what I'm saying when it comes to tarot for me, it's all about confirmation, clarification, and healing and advice. I don't need no damn cards. I don't. So people, as an empath, and I don't say this here often or loosely, but as an empath, there's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is when somebody feels sorry for you. You know, if someone comes to me and said, Ivory, A, B, C, D, this is what happened. And then my reply is, damn, you shouldn't have been da. You did it. That is not, that's me not showing no sympathy. As an empath or empathy, that means that you take all these people's emotions, their problems, you listen, and then I feel that energy, right? So as an empath, that same conversation is more like, client, I have the utmost faith that you're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together. I'm going to be there for you when you need me. All you got to do is hit me up. An empath is going to listen. An empath will help people that hurt them. There's a thin line, though. But a divine healer empath, they draw that line and they don't cross it. And many of you are empaths. You just don't know it. But some operate out of sympathy and not empathy. Hurt people hurt others. That's because they have been trapped into this sympathetic, blaming energy all of their life. Projecting. So I try to tell people now from this channel, I can't speak for other channels. Your comments tells me a lot. When I say be careful how you comment and what you say, and not put your personal situation and not to invoke your traumas and triggers into the comment, is because all I'm really saying is schedule a session. Or never heal. Or you'll never start the healing process. Healing is not, I'm not with them no more. I ain't been with them in months. Been with them in years. That is not healing. That is acceptance. And just because you have accepted the actions of somebody else, and over time, not evolution, over time, you haven't interacted with these individuals, doesn't mean you heal. It doesn't mean you heal. I like to say the most sacred and safest place that one can be on this planet is in the womb of the sacred God woman. You're going to be in no safer place in this here matrix, in this world, other than the womb. And any woman who opens up her sacred womb to a man who has all of these traumas. He's been with every time you allow someone to enter your sacred womb, you are if he's an alcoholic, if he's an abuser, if he's a cheater, whatever, man or woman, because sperm is energy. Everything is energy. When you're with someone, let's say you are normally calm, cool, and collected. Let's say you're someone like that Queen of Swords that you done been through a lot of shit. But you have evolved and you have allowed yourself to open up your heart again for someone. Queen of Cups. But you haven't healed. As soon as you are now calm, cool, and collected, and you meet someone, and you don't know how to do relationship research, you don't listen. I pay attention. Pay attention to the intent, not the fucking words. Because anybody can say, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not like your ex. Not like them. When a person says, if you were in conversation with someone new and you tell that person some of your innermost secrets or traumas, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth when they tell you something, and they say things like, they may respond and say something like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not like, that's not being empathetic. That should be a key. That should be a light bulb. Remember now, that's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Now, if that brother, that sister, you tell them something that's something that you have been traumatized from and you store it into your mental database, which is connected to the heart, that's connected to the soul, and you share it with someone, and they reply and say, you know what? I'm going to do everything that I can to help you heal and evolve from that. That's a difference between someone just simply saying, oh, sorry to hear that. That ain't good. That ain't shit. You're getting ready to have some problems. Because if someone really cares about your betterment, your healing evolution, number one, if you tell a man, you tell a woman, you just met them, and they want to have sex soon after, that's a sign. Because if they are wanting to be with you, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 Wands, and you tell that man, look, I'm not interested in no sex. You tell that woman, I'm not interested in no sex. If communication begins to fade, you've done another karmic lesson. Because once you exchange sperm energy with them, you have entered into another energetic core tie. Some call it soul contract. So, going forward, on this channel. And first and foremost, shout out to y'all on this channel if watching. I don't call names. Who now emails me and schedule for spiritual coaching or spiritual counseling. Shout out to y'all. That means a lot to me. That tells me a lot about you. Because when I say been there, done that, been there, done that. When I say in this lifetime that it took me 22 years to master following and listening to my intuition. 22 years. How I know it's too? Because I timed it by trial and error. Once we as people, now that they have allowed tarot not to be evil no more. It's all energy, folks. It's all energy. And now probably 90% of everybody that comes to this channel and other tarot channels are religious mindset, religious people. 90-some percent. So now me, as a former pastor who is no longer religious, I got to factor in that because I know that people are praying to God, to Jesus, to Muhammad, to Allah for help. Now, me, whether you like me, whether you appreciate what I say or not, me, I personally, spiritually know that they can't help you. 4747 bring out 1111. They can't help you. Because if they can, how many of y'all or how many of us have ever prayed, God, send him back home. God, send her back home. God, help this marriage out. God, God, God. And it still is in shambles and regret. So you mean to tell me you are not following your spiritual God enough that they would just help little old you with something that you love dearly? So now I have to factor in that 90-some percent of the people that's going to get a reading or schedule a session is religious. Hold on. Let me give y'all. Let me show y'all something. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna do something. Now I'm not trying to disrespect. We conversating. Hold on. And I just pulled up. You can go and get Webster's dictionary. You can go get anything you want to. You can Google. You can do whatever you want to. Okay. I just pulled up the definition for religion right quick for you. Okay. I know y'all couldn't see that. Religion, the belief in and of a superhuman power or powers, especially a god or gods, ideas about the relationship between science and religion, a particular system of faith and worship, pursuit or interest to which someone ascribes supreme importance or consumerism, is the new religion. Now, if I go deeper, you'll find out that the word religion means to bind and control. And because of this, many people are controlled by a belief system. For example, when you were born, there's three things that you did not have no control over or no choice in the matter. And that's the name that you was given, the number that you was given, and the religion or the faith that was given to you. You were forced to accept that name, that number, and that religion. Can I get an amen? As you grow, as you evolve in life, and you hear people say, damn, I remember when we used to go to church every Sunday. Now that I'm grown, I still love the Lord. Still love God. But I ain't going to no church. Yet you're a Christian. Yet you're a Muslim. You just don't go. Why? Because over time, through the evolution process, the conscious thoughts, begins to ask questions. And when you say things like, I go to church, for those that go, that's good. I grew up in church. I grew up praying. I went to Sunday school every Sunday. I went to Bible study. I prayed every day. And then you met someone. And you said, I prayed about this person. And God told me, this is my husband, or this is my wife. This is who I'm supposed to be with. And years later, that person is part of your evolutionary process, meaning that you are no longer with them. What happened? I thought God said these things to you. Now, from a tarot perspective, the universe is not going to tell you who you're supposed to be with. The universe will always acknowledge your free will. The universe, if you say, God, I ain't gonna get with nobody else until you send me somebody. And in most cases, God is going to, or the universe is going to send you somebody that 99% of the time you're not interested in. Why? Because whatever energy, frequency, vibration that you are in, why are you asking this here deity to send you somebody? You're going to use your free will and make that decision based on what you feel, not what they send you. And if you have not healed and not blaming somebody else for your childhood relationship karmic environments. You're going to repeat. You're going to repeat every single time, period, in the story. But once you have truly healed, it became a self-evolution. Became a self-journey. It became the person that abused you as a child. The first baby dad, the first baby mama that left you. When you get to the point that you can hold a conversation with that person, you get to the point that you can hold a conversation with someone that goes to you, ran from you, betrayed you, cheated on you. When you get to the point that you can have a conversation and it goes something like this here, out of the blue, you get a call, but they still got your number. Hello? Oh, hey, how you doing? And you just listening and they talking. And on the other side, you hear somebody saying something like, haven't heard from you in a long time. If your first reply is, yeah, because your motherfucking ass left. So you think I'm stupid? Yada, yada, yada. You ain't healed. You're not healed. Where you been? I know you been with that old nasty baby mama. I know you been with your damn baby daddy. You have not healed through evolution. You ain't evolved. Evolution takes place before healing. Now that same phone call, and that person just rambling and rambling and rambling, and you in that Queen of Sword energy, you ain't saying shit. And then when they get through rambling, you says, okay. They done told you, they sorry cheating on you, they told you, they sorry, they went back to their baby mama or somebody from their past, or they got with somebody else new. Yeah. Then they tell you what? It didn't work out. If they still with them, but I still miss you. That's when you need to respond empathetically, not sympathetically. Oh, okay. Don't say sorry to hear that. That's sympathy. Your reply should be more like, oh, okay, then. Well, I really, really hope and pray that y'all work things out. I really hope, and I'll be sending you positive energies. I'm going to keep you in my prayers that things get better for you. That's empathy. You go off on this person. You didn't argue with this person. None of that. When that phone call hangs up, that's the best closure that learning through the evolutionary healing process that can take place. Now you're ready. You're ready. You're ready. Because the universe is saying, oh, okay, look at Ivory. Look at Ivory. Go on in, boy, with your bad self. Ivory. The universe is going to send you somebody in that same energy, vibrating in that same frequency, tuned into that same bandwidth as you are. If you like 97.1, universe is going to send you somebody 97. I promise you. And y'all are going to evolve together and become the best that you could ever imagine. You will look back on past relationships and you will see all the self-taught lessons, not the blame and projecting. And before you know it, you're like, wow, I've come a long ways. That person that abused you and started that shit, parent or whoever in the home, now when you talk to mama, you're not going to think about when you told mama that her boyfriend Bobby messed with you. You ain't going to even talk about that. You're going to smile and you're going to listen to mama. If mama kicked you out of the house, if mama wasn't loving and nurturing towards you like that Empress energy, you're not going to feel some type of way. I tell people this all the time, not tell people this all the time. Let's say my pops, my biological father that I take care of every day. I didn't grow up in the house with him. I didn't meet my dad until I was 17 years old. My dad ain't never bought me nothing for school, not a pair of shoes, nothing. Listen to me. My dad ain't never talked to me about no birds and no bees. My dad ain't never talked about my biological father. He has never, ever done none of this. And you or anybody else on the outside looking in would think or assume that me and my dad has the best relationship and he's been in my life all of my life, and it's far from the truth. However, I have two older sisters that their mother and my dad was married. So they was with him from when they exited the womb. You can't pay them to do shit for my dad. I can't blame my dad for his issues with my mother. I never, ever. Because as an empath, it's about the right now. It's about the right now. Sometimes me and my dad could be talking, he'd be like, man, it brings tears to my eyes how I wasn't there for you. I said, Dad, quit tripping. If you wasn't there for me and I ain't bringing that shit up, why is you bringing it up? Quit tripping. Man, I don't know what I would do if it wasn't for you. Dad, quit tripping. Thank God. I never knew I would be in this situation. I thought them two daughters of mine would be there for me, and I don't even hear. I said, Dad, quit tripping. Be grateful that your God had a ram in the bush to care for you in your old age. That's empathy. My oldest sister, the last time I had a conversation with her, she still, and I'm trying to talk to her about her elderly dad who's on his last leg. can remember I was a little girl and him and mama, they broke up, they separated, and he used to call me and tell me he gonna pick me up. I still remember that. You need healing. God damn it, that's been over 50 years ago. Damn near 60 years. Your ass 65 and you still talking about some shit when you 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. You need to talk to God. You don't need to worry about dad. Dad straight. You don't need to be holding no grudges. This man don't need your sympathy. He needs your empathy. To the point now that Pop don't even want to hear from no goddamn body but me. Because I had to condition his mind and his heart to accept the fact that, Daddy, you are in the present, not the past. Whatever you did do back then ain't shit you can do right now. Nothing from your past is gonna help your present situation, Dad. I got all them nieces and nephews. I got my two daughters, all them nieces and nephews, and I don't hear from. He ain't like that no more. He's not like that. I said, Dad, you need to be focused on meeting your creator. That's it. Period. When you are at peace with yourself, Dad, you'll be at peace with your creator. Now he's at peace with himself. Therefore, he can be at peace with his creator. Never ever hold grudges. Never hold grudges and resentment, which blocks the flow of love energy. Never hold grudges for what no goddamn body did to you, or you'll be ever healed and never complete. In fact, you are not going to be able to manifest nothing. 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 Let me give y'all a case in point before I get out of here. And I'm going to be done with Pops. My dad didn't want to. I'm in Texas, East Texas. My dad has been with me since towards the end of 2020 when it was in lockdown. And my sister, true story, my oldest, that same sister that still holds a fucking grudge from 3, 4, 5, 6 years old and shit. She went to get my dad doing lockdown. At the time, I had probably I don't know, 100,000 people all together on social media, teaching, traveling, doing what I like to do, building a network, feel me? Getting ready to buy land in in North Carolina, the whole 9 yards, right? So she went and got it. And called me one day and said, bruh, I came down with COVID. Can dad come and live with you or stay over there with you until my 2 weeks quarantine is up? I said, yeah, that's Pops. I get over there and I pick Pops up. He's sitting out on the front porch. I get him and get all his shit tested negative. I get him and get all his shit. We get in the car, take him back home. And he's there with me. Two weeks later, I'm waiting on the call. This in 2020. This is 23. I'm waiting on the call. I ain't get calls. That's okay, then. Now, prior to this, there was no communication between me and my older sister. The last time we talked prior to her and dad, I'm the one called. But I'm the type, I'm not going to blow your motherfucking phone up. And they know that. Anyway, so I call up 3 weeks later. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Let me call you back. I'm at work. At work? Oh, okay. Okay. I said, well, call me when you get off of work. I'm trying to show y'all something here. Tell you something. Share something with you. So after work, what time you get off? Oh, I get off at 5. Okay, then, well, when you get home and get settled in and everything, hit your bruh up. Okay, bruh, love you too. Bye-bye. I never got that call. I said, Dad, Lois ain't called me back yet. It's been a month. He said, well, man, I really don't want to go back over there. I said, oh, shit, here we go. Okay, so you don't want to go back? So you want to stay here? Yeah, I'd rather be right here. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. No problem. Never once did I bring up anything about the past. Eventually, I called her again a month and a half later. And I said, sis, Dad said that he would rather be over here than over there. You okay with that? Yeah. Because I really don't be, now that I'm working, I really don't have time to take care of Dad. I'm like, oh, okay then. How's everything going? You feeling better? That's good. So you got rid of that shit? Yeah, I didn't got rid of that shit. I ain't bring out nothing. I ain't bring up shit. I could have said a lot of shit. I ain't bring up shit. So to make a long story short, I said, Dad, look, I'm going back to Texas, or I might go back to Michigan home. I said, now, if you sure you want to be with me, you're going to have to roll with me. Come on, man, let's roll. I'm like, all right, then. I said, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back my home where I grew up at, because we didn't grow up in the same house. Remember? So he said, where we going? I said, well, first we going to Detroit. I'm going to show you where I lived and so on and so. I said, as a matter of fact, I said, you heard of Motown, haven't you? Yeah. Smokey Robinson, that's my favorite thing. I said, okay, then we'll take you by via USA. We'll take you by Motown. He fell in love with Detroit. I said, okay, then we get back home. Detroit, come back south to Tennessee. I said, come on, man. 2 weeks later, we come here to Texas. I said, I'm gonna show you why I live in Texas. You know, just catching up, you know what I'm saying? So we get to Houston. He said, man, look at these goddamn buildings. He said, man, I got to damn near get a crook in my neck looking at these damn tall buildings. I said, I know. He said, I like it here. I said, well, what about Detroit? He said, man, because it was in October. Man, it's getting cold there. It was cold in Detroit. I said, yeah. I said, all that ice and snow, you ain't seen that yet. Ice and snow. No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I thought you loved Detroit. So we get back to we in Texas. He meets some of my soul tribe here in Texas. He fell in love with Texas. Right? I says, but now this is Houston. I said, I'm not coming to Houston because number one, I had to evacuate out of Houston, Dad, in 2017 because of Hurricane Harvey. I said, I lost everything, had to start all over. And that's how I ended up in Tennessee. I said, what I'm going to do is move north of Houston, but all of my business is still going to take place in Houston. I just don't want to go through no more evacuation or hurricane because when I was doing the work that I was doing then was line maintenance, kind of like first responder type shit. And after Hurricane Harvey, I said, I won't see no more goddamn water. And I love the water. But when the water is 6 foot high, 6.5 foot high in your house, I said, nah, I'm not going to start all over again. So we ended up taking. So long story short, we get to East Texas. I said, come on, man, let's go find us a house. I said, now I don't like the hood no more. I ain't got nothing against the hood. I said, but the hood, and I said, and I like water. I just don't like it in my house. So we out driving around looking for houses and shit. And there was 3. I said, all right then, man, we done seen 3, 4 houses, man. Which one you like? He said, I like that one over there by the lake. I said, okay then, it's good. Beautiful home. So we get over there, we get the house, boom, he fell in love. And then he got sick. To the point to whereas now I really got to drop everything. And just him, focus on him. So I says, okay, no problem. So it got to the point to where Dad had to go to a nursing home. And I've never shared this with y'all. But the nursing home was about 30 miles from where we lived, north of where I was in another city. So I'm driving back and forth. And Spirit says, I got a blessing and it's going to be in the form of a test. I was like, okay, then. My intuition on point. I don't question my intuition. I don't question my guides. I don't spirit, source, universe. I don't question. I learned my lesson. The Spirit says, I want you to leave your comfortable home that you and Pops love And I want you to get closer to him. Questioning. There were people throughout meeting people in his process that my guy set up, that spirit in the universe set up. And one particular, in this city that I'm living in now, mayor called me. The mayor and says, look, I heard, listen now, I heard your pops, your dad, is in the nursing home. She says, well, I'm over the mayor. She says, there's a apartment complex. And it's right near next door to the nursing home where your dad is. She says, I'll let you have that place. And when I tell y'all, let me just put it to you like this here. The expenses where I moved from, about $2,000 a month. She says, I'm going to tell you, I love how you there for your dad because I lost my dad. And my dad was at this same nursing home. She said, I know what you're going through. She said, so I tell you what, I'm going to give you a unit. And all of your expenses, get this family, is going to be less than $200 a month. I said, so what's the catch? Spirit said, don't you ask no more damn questions. She said, the only catch is it's a quiet community. It's a nice community, but you can't have a lot of thick, yada, 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 yada. And you got 5 days. I says, 5 days? My guys, one of my guys in this ear, look, we're going to help you get all of your shit. Let's roll. I called my soul tribe brother and I told him, and he said, what a blessing. Come on, let's roll. I says, okay then. All right, look at Spirit. Look at the guys working it out. I says, okay. So now I can walk right out the front door and walk next door and be the front door of the facility that even the mayor goes and checks on him. And the whole staff love him, and he keeps them laughing because he has a condition, an illness that's serious, that he needs 24-hour care. So I'm there every day. They calls me, tells me every day almost something funny he done said. I said that to say this. I could have easily put my dad back burner. I could have easily brought up every damn thing about what he didn't do for me like my sister. stuck him into some nursing home because there was others in the same city. Stuck him in a nursing home. Just let him go from there. Spirit, nah, that's a living ancestor. And when I call him in, immediately be another spiritual guide for you. Let me tell you something, tribe. When you get resentment, grudges, and what somebody did to you, when you get that shit up out of you, the universe gonna step in and anything that you manifest. Put it to you like this here. When I was in the home across the street from the lake, I was doing damn good. Never lacked for shit. There's been an increase in the finances since I left from that place. Y'all get that? So you go from $2,000 a month expenses to less than $200 a month. And your increases, your finances is more. All because I follow my intuition. I was empathetic in the situation. I didn't hold grudges. And I block out anybody that would be a hindrance or in his ear about some past bullshit. And let me tell you something. The man is so at peace with himself now until he ready. So every time they go in his room, he's singing. I get calls and offers. I'm sitting up here and I'm back and forth to Houston. And editors are calling about my books. People are calling about business. Clients offer YouTube. Now I don't have to go and get a building and do marital counseling, spiritual counseling. Do it right here, privacy of my home, and help people. When you evolve over time and that healing process begins, the first card that comes to my mind is the strength card, because the strength card is about overcoming self-love, unconditional love, death. The strength card. The past is the past. When you get to the point that you are empathetic for those that you had to overcome, the healing process takes place. Not sympathetic, empathetic. And I'm going to tell you something. I sit here now and manifest powerfully whatever I ask you first. When you have evolved in the strength card energy, unconditional self-love, You are not going to let nobody. You are not going to be lonely. You're going to be desperate. You are not going to be triggered. Because with evolution and the strength card comes empathy. And where there's empathy, there's evolutional relationship. And I'm not just talking about relationship with someone that you share a life with and a home with. I'm talking about evolutionary relationship healing of self. You would never, ever, 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 ever allow anybody to disrupt your self-love. We're going to hear from y'all now. I done said enough. Don't worry about the past. That's why I don't do past, present. I do present. I do future. I'm not going to do no motherfucking past reading. Why would I want to bring up the past about somebody else that I ain't got shit to do with? I'm not talking about me personally. I'm talking about in a reading, in a spread. Because 90-something of the time in a spread, the past is going to come up. And when you are intuitively connected with source and your guides, when the past come up, empathetically, when you get to the point that you can handle it, you encourage the past. It's like what I got right there. Quick sword and full effect. You got that big 10-foot sword. And the other hand, y'all see the card. The other hand, the Queen of Swords is doing this. You'll welcome any goddamn body. Family, friend, lover, ex, whatever. Come on. I listen to what the fuck I have to say. Don't come to me with that shit. And if they come to you with that shit, the Queen of Swords gonna listen. Logically. And when they get through, be empathetic. Don't hold no grudges. Don't hold no resentment. Send them love and light. Pray for them. Encourage them to heal like you'd have. That's it. Don't get in no arguing, no bickering, and no back and forth. No. Don't go jump from one bedroom to the next bedroom. Don't go jumping from one relationship to the next relationship. Because when self fall in love with self, you become a powerful motherfucker. And all you gonna do while you at Queen of Swords energy, you're gonna be attracting all kinds of people. And while you in that Queen of Swords energy, the universe has showed you, your guys have showed you how to use that motherfucking sword. And once you learn how to use that sword, see, like they said in the Bible, the sword is like a two-edged sword. It'll cut and it'll heal. I ain't into the cutting. I'm into the heal. I ain't trying to cut a motherfucker no more. Mm-mm. They are them bruised and cut themselves. So I take that sword and heal with a no. It's like you saying, oh, I understand. It's like you saying with that sword, that empathetic, that sword of truth. Oh, I understand. And you rubbing that wound. I understand. Yeah, God gonna see you through everything. Oh, now you know things gonna get better. God go, well, I hope y'all work things out. Life's gonna get better for you. Yeah, all of that. Well, I want to know if we can work things out. Cut. Nah. Heal. Now you got to heal. Never go back to someone that's not vibrating on the same level. You knew it took you time and you still healing from some bullshit from the past. And then the runner becomes the chaser and the ghost returns. You know damn well what you done been through in that straight card. And you also know damn well, y'all know, last when I be doing the readings, and I tell y'all, I'm an energy reader. And I'm more like I'm in the read, all caught up. I ain't paying attention to the comments. I'm hoping everybody just follow suit, you know. Don't be over here triggered because I'm going to cut your ass out with that Queen of Sword. I need that energy. But I'm telling y'all in the readings. All right, damn, we damn near done. I don't see no cups. See no healing cards. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Every blue moon, I'll see healing cards. Because some of these people from your past, when they left you, they jump right into something else. Right? And you healing. And whatever they jump into, if you are their karma or lesson, if they done jump to something else and you're their karma, you don't need to know shit. In fact, I don't even want to hear, don't come calling me. Well, yeah, I'm sorry I got with somebody else, yada, yada, yada. It didn't work. I don't need to hear your personal problem because we're not on a personal level or in a personal relationship. We're not in a personal friendship. So I don't want to hear nothing about what's going on with the stranger now. The runner, the ghost. But I'm open. I'm empathetic. I'm a Queen of Swords. I'll listen. And then I'm going to give you some empathetic advice. That's it. Don't blow my phone up or you're blocked. Get a reading. Schedule a session. That's it. Boy, you talking about power and respect you didn't have when you was with them. You got it now. Don't shortchange your self-respect and self-love. Evolve. Continue to evolve. Continue to heal. And you'll be surprised at how fast the universe will move on your behalf and you'll become the most powerful manifestor you could ever imagine. You'll be saying things like, I never thought that I could talk to this person again. I never thought that I would be giving this person counsel. That's what you'll be saying. And you'll feel so damn good. Anybody got any comments? Good ones. Anybody got any comments? Let me read some of these comments. Yeah. When you do the work, you know when you done the work. You'll know when you done work. Ain't nobody got to tell you shit. You will know when you done the work. You'll know. Nobody got to tell you shit. You will know when you've done the work. It's not a work that healing. Okay, For example, a bullet scathed my head when I was in my wild days, if you will. That bullet wound has healed, but the scar is still there. So whenever my head is being shaved or what have you, and if I put my hand back there, I can feel it. Just like that, I know where it came from. Heal from it. And you don't, the person that pulled that damn trigger, if they was in front of me right now, I can only imagine what they've been through. And all of the other bullets that went past my head and body, all of the homies that I done seen blasted, and they ain't here, and I'm still here. Man, I feel good as shit. And that's how you have to approach this human experience. This whole human experience is about lessons, evolution, healing. That's it. And that's where I am. And once you get to that place that you are so comfortable in you, there are no more triggers. There's no hate. There's no resentment. There's no revenge. You ain't in that vindictive energy. You don't want to pay nobody back. You just so fucking caught up into you. And the bright future that awaits. When you go to these tarot channels and that reader pulls some stuff in a situation in them cards, and then they come back and they say something like, drop me a comment if this is your situation, if it resonate with you. And then everybody goes, da, 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 da. Yeah, he did this. Yeah, she did it. Yeah, she did this. You better stay off that goddamn channel. I'm telling you. You better stay off of that damn channel. I'm here for the 1%, not the 99. I'm not trying to become, I ain't trying to become no fucking YouTuber. I take my experiences, my lessons, my professional skills, and help people. Anybody call me from the past, I'm just going to let them know. Just heal. Evolve. And as an empath, you're always going to run into people. Because now that you healed and you are an empath, energetic, the universe getting ready to use you. The universe is getting ready to use you correctly. Because when you can offer empathetic advice, people that hurt you, the universe is getting ready to heal you tremendously. The universe is getting ready to use you tremendously. You're gonna, for if you choose to manifest, you can turn that past pain into profit, because 90% of the people that watches tarot need healing. Big market. Client call all the way, email all the way from London, England. I come in your channel and you running the shit out of it. They said it just like that. I don't say nothing. I just listen. She says, but I need to talk to you. All the way in London, England. Don't even have the same skin tone as I. I don't care if you're black, white, or pea green, like my dad say. Healing people need. All the way back from the childhood homes that they grew up in. All of the relationships that they've been involved in. All of the family drama that they've been involved in. Tell you, you're going to help some people. All right, so we'll start tomorrow off with new moon in Cancer. Stability. Dealing with this energy now that we're moving into is the foundation of your home environment. And then Venus going retrograde, and you have this north node and this south node changing houses. That's destiny. That's the wheel turning. And now that that wheel is turning and the north node is moving from Taurus to Aries, a whole lot of new shit. And with the south node moving from Scorpio, endings, death, transformation, spiritual awakening, healing. Now the south node is going to move from there because people is learning lessons, dealing with endings like you had to. And now that south node is going to move to what? Libra. Partnerships, contracts, business, money, divine timing, all of that shit. People in the south node is going to have to endure harsh lessons dealing with marriage, contracts, commitments, legal, all of that shit. They may not know what's going on, but when you pay attention to energy, and everything is energy, when you pay attention to the alignments of the energy above your head, because as above, so below. What takes place up here triggers down to here. The universe we are in, there are billions of them, but the one that we're in, there's 11 dimensions. The majority of the people on this planet choose to stay in this third dimension. But the universe has moved from one age, Pisces, if you will, to Aquarius, cleansing, awakening, Uranus energy, humanitarian. That's where the universe is at. There's a cleanse going on globally. And with Pluto now, that's getting ready to go back to Aquarius from Capricorn. globally. Other than your house, look at what the fuck's going on in your White House. I ain't got to say shit. Karma has come back to bite Biden in his ass. That's why I shared that little short video with y'all, so that y'all can hear that fool talking about, what he say? Let me get one. I don't care. This is what he said in the mid-90s. I don't care if you got a rock or cocaine or a rock the size of a quarter. No judge is gonna be able to help you. No, I'm gonna lock you up. I'm now that damn man got a damn crackhead in the damn White House. Karma. And as we like to say, karma, motherfucker. I don't want to know no. You just want to know nobody's karma. When I hear people in the comments, I talked to them yesterday, or my friend, somebody that knows them. They called me and told me he going through, she going through. I guarantee you they can't come back in this live after that live is over with, because I'm busy doing the reading. And then you don't see them comment no more. You know why? Out of here. I'm not healing. 1% healing. Just like that book said, many shall be called, but a few chosen. I ain't interested in the damn many. I ain't interested in the masses. It's that 1%. One at a time. We can work something out. We can help each other. And when you get to that, it's people that block. And I tell all of my haters, I tell all of the people, I want everybody to come. The runner, the chaser, the ghost, the trickster, the magician. Come on. The trollers, the fake pages, come on. I got something for you. It ain't gonna, the only way it'll hurt is if you stealing that goddamn energy. Other than that, I done been there, done that. And it took me 22 years to follow to my intuition. I'm going to end it on that note. Y'all be safe out there. There's a lot of shit going on now. Be safe. Protect your energy. Protect your 4 wands. Protect your stability. Protect your home. Protect your family for those that have families. And if you single, you're a woman, keep that womb sacred. If you're a man, keep it in the pants until you heal, until you evolve. Other than that, you repeat the same damn thing, and you will be forever healing and evolving from broken relationships. Y'all be peace. Y'all be safe. I say.